Well, well, well. Isn't this just convenient? So here we are again, watching the British press and the royal PR machine try to weave yet another storyline that pulls Meghan Markle into the headlines without her even being there. But this time it's wrapped in silk, lace and Dior. Yes, Queen Camilla stepped out at Buckingham Palace's first garden party of the season, wearing a dress by none other than Christian Dior, the very fashion house that Meghan Markle has made iconic in modern royal history. And folks, don't let them fool you. This is no innocent coincidence. This is what we call a strategic style signal, and it's packed with subtext. Let's break this all the way down. Queen Camilla, clad in a teal-blue crepe silk dress with cream lace inset, paired it with a Philip Treacy hat and a turquoise and diamond brooch. Sounds nice, right? Elegant, polished. But here's where the story gets juicy. That dress was by Dior. Now, who do we associate with Dior when it comes to royal women? Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, the same woman who wore head-to-toe Dior at the Platinum Jubilee, the same woman who stunned in a white Dior dress for Prince Archie's christening, the same woman who, let's not forget, wore Dior to Queen Elizabeth II's funeral, bringing timeless grace and dignity to one of the monarchy's most solemn moments. This is the woman the UK press has dragged through the mud for years, accusing her of being too Hollywood, too American, too ambitious, and yes, too fashionable. And now, suddenly Dior is palace-approved. Suddenly it's elegant and refined. When Meghan wore it, it was attention-seeking. When Camilla wears it, it's regal. Make it make sense. What we're seeing here, yet again, is the copy and co-opt strategy the firm and their loyal courtiers have been using ever since Meghan stepped onto the royal stage. They mock her, undermine her, marginalise her, then they adopt her style, her ideas, her influence without the credit. This Dior moment isn't just fashion, it's a statement. It's a quiet acknowledgement that Meghan got it right all along. She understood the power of symbolism, of branding, of modern elegance, and now the very institution that let her be torn to pieces by the press is trying to borrow that same modernity to revamp its outdated image. And don't even get me started on the timing. Here we are, just days before Prince Harry's visit to the UK, supposedly flying in for a brief stay ahead of King Charles's reported trip to Italy. The family is under scrutiny, the press is speculating, and suddenly the palace starts waving fashion flags that trace right back to Meghan. They want the association, they want the shine, but they still don't want her. Let me remind you all, Meghan has always walked her own path. She didn't just follow royal rules, she redefined what it meant to represent the crown in the 21st century. Her fashion choices were never just about looking good, they were about message, mission and meaning. From supporting sustainable designers to spotlighting diverse creatives, Meghan turned her wardrobe into a voice. And now Camilla's Dior moment, it's trying to echo that voice. But darling, there's no echoing authenticity. Meanwhile, the media is spinning this like it's a sweet little fashion coincidence. They'll say, "Oh, how lovely Camilla and Meghan both wear Dior," as if that erases the years of character assassination, the racist dog whistles, the manufactured feuds, as if wearing the same label can whitewash the palace's complicity in letting Meghan be devoured by the tabloids. But here, on Royal Sussex Squad, we see through the nonsense. We know what this is. It's optics, it's damage control, it's brand cleanup. They can't erase Meghan's influence, so now they want to mirror it, sanitised and stripped of the woman who gave it power. Let's also take a moment to look at the way Queen Camilla was celebrated for her appearance. The British press fell over themselves, praising her hat, her brooch, her charming interaction with a guide dog, her compliments to a young woman's shoes. The garden party coverage was a PR dream. Meanwhile, when Meghan was attending royal events, pregnant, smiling, gracious, elegant, what did they say? Why is she touching her baby bump so much? She's stealing the spotlight. She's breaking protocol. The hypocrisy is loud. Let me be absolutely clear, this is not about tearing down Camilla, this is about calling out the double standard. When Meghan did it, it was a problem. When others copy her, it's suddenly praiseworthy. And that, my friends, is the very definition of erasure. Now, let's not forget the deeper game here. They're trying to repackage Meghan's impact without having to deal with the truth of how she was treated. It's like watching a remix of a song where the original artist never got paid. Dior becomes the metaphor. They want Meghan's style without her substance, her image without her voice, her aura without her agency. But we're not going to let them get away with it. Meghan and Harry have shown what it means to walk away from toxicity and still thrive. They've built a life, a brand, and a legacy based on purpose and authenticity. And no borrowed dress or palace garden party is going to change that. In fact, it just makes their vision shine brighter. So let the royals wear Dior. Let them nod subtly to Meghan's influence while pretending to ignore her. But we see the truth, and we're going to speak it. Because you can try to copy the Duchess, but you can't clone her courage. You can wear her designers, but you'll never wear her grace, and you can mirror her style, but you'll never match her substance. Queen Camilla wears Meghan Markle's favourite designer at Buckingham Palace event. The first Buckingham Palace garden party took place on Wednesday afternoon. Queen Camilla made a stylish appearance at the first Buckingham Palace garden party of the season on Wednesday, wearing a teal-blue crepe silk dress with a cream lace inset by Christian Dior, one of Meghan Markle's favourite brands. Her elegant ensemble was paired with a hat by Philip Treacy and a turquoise and diamond brooch dot. The Queen's choice of Dior creates an unexpected fashion connection with Meghan, who is known to favour the prestigious French fashion house. Meghan, quote, as dedication to Dior, is well documented, with the Duchess frequently choosing the designer for significant royal occasions. Meghan Markle wore Dior at the late Queen's funeral. Pa. At the Platinum Jubilee in 2022, she wore the French brand head to toe. For Prince Archie's christening in July 2019, Meghan selected a white Dior couture day dress. She also wore a Stephen Jones for Dior hat at Queen Elizabeth II's funeral. During a royal tour of Morocco in 2019, the Duchess appeared in another cream couture gown from the fashion house. Meghan is also known to favour Dior pumps, handbags and makeup. The first Buckingham Palace garden party of the season took place on Wednesday afternoon, with King Charles and Queen Camilla welcoming thousands of guests. The royal couple were joined by several members of the royal family for the occasion. The King wore the traditional top hat and tails for the occasion, matching them with an eye-catching blue waistcoat adorned with a cornflower dot. Queen Camilla made a beeline for an adorable. He was accompanied by the Princess Royal, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, and the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester. The Duchess of Gloucester showed her support for the King's Foundation by wearing a navy pillbox hat designed by Jessica Turley, a student on the Foundation's Chanel Millinery Fellowship based at Highgrove Gardens. Although several royals carried umbrellas, the rain held off. Queen Camilla delighted in meeting guide dog Haworth, bending down to tickle his tummy. Meghan Markle wore Dior head to toe at the Platinum Jubilee. Pa owner Jeanette Binns, an Equalities and Cohesion Officer at Lancashire County Council, said, "I've had him 7 years, he's my 5th guide dog, but he's the first one to meet the Queen." Camilla smiled as she replied, "Well, I'm very honoured to meet him." The Queen also admired China Morgan's striking My Little Pony shoes, commenting, "Oh, look at that, very cool." Morgan is yard manager at Ebony Horse Club in Brixton, where the Queen serves as president. And on that note, if you love what we're doing here at Royal Sussex Squad, if you believe in truth-telling, if you stand for Harry and Meghan and against the media spin, make sure you're subscribed. Hit that subscribe button right now and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single episode. And if you'd like to support this work and help us keep going strong, show your love with a super thanks right below the video. Every contribution helps us shine brighter and louder for the Sussexes. Until next time, stay sharp, stay loyal and stay ready. Because the spin is spinning, but the squad stays winning.